Hello, welcome to COM 410. This is an exciting class because many of you are seniors or close to it. You're either graduating this May or maybe in December, or you've come in with many units and you're to the point of already being close to commencement. So you've got that finish line in sight. And you've probably taken, whether here at CBU or at another school, COM 110 and COM 310 are the equivalent. So you've had some background in public speaking. We tried to build this particular class so that we incorporate some speaking that would be appropriate for the workplace, for situations that would come up in the workplace or in family situations. So the book is a little bit different and covers a variety of topics that I think will be interesting for you. Just so you know, those of you who are seniors, we do, well, actually, I don't know. We may have some new people in this class. I better introduce myself. My name is Dr. Marianne Pearson. I've been here at CBU for 8 years. I'm into my 9th year. I spent the first 8 years on main campus as the faculty advisor for the student publications and director of the journalism and public relations program. But here at OPS, where I transferred this summer, I oversee the COM program, the PR program, the Masters in Public Relations, and now the good news is we have a Masters in Com Studies that will launch in the fall. So if any of you are interested in hearing more about either the Masters in Public Relations or the Master in Communication Studies, send me an email and we can chat by email or over the phone, or you can come here to my office. My office is across from the Tyler Mall in Riverside. I'm happy to meet with any of you who need help and just have questions at all. So just let me know. So it's exciting, though, because both of those programs are one-year programs. You can be done within a year, and they're cutting-edge classes. Dr. Hernandez and I really researched what is going on for the MAC program. I did the MAPR one with Dr. Davis. We researched it a year ago, and that one is in existence, and we have a great cohort of about 15 people, and we're going to actually have our first graduates here in May for the Masters in PR. But both programs can be completed in 1 year, and they really will give you skills that will put you right at the forefront with cutting-edge material. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Enough of my pitch or advertisement. Now to the class. So in Blackboard, you go to Course Information or you go to Learning Activities. The course information has our syllabus. It also has a YouTube channel where you can post your speeches. You may also create your own YouTube channel. In that case, you have control of deleting the speeches right away when the course is done. Although I do try to go back in and delete them. Sometimes it gets really busy. So if you want to have that control, you definitely can create your own channel. There's no charge for that. There are tutorials on YouTube that will tell you how to do that. So our YouTube channel and syllabus are in course information. That's your roadmap for the course. But the learning activities, the weekly folders, that's where I have updated information. Since I'm an educator at heart, my fields of passion are public relations and journalism, education and PR. But since I'm an educator at heart, I try to make the class very user-friendly, based on principles of education and theories that I studied as a teacher. And I worked in elementary school years ago as an elementary teacher, so I have a good feel of what works. And it's about learning. I want you to learn from this course. I don't want you to be so intimidated by a teacher who actually sets you up for failure or doesn't explain things clearly that you cannot succeed. I want you to be successful, and I want you to learn. But you have to do the work to make that happen. So the textbook is written by Metcalf, and we'll be covering a few chapters each week, but they're not real long. The book is available through the CBU bookstore. It also is available through Amazon, and in the syllabus there's a link for that. Also, I believe this book is on Course Smart. In fact, I'm sure it is. Course, C-O-U-R-S-E, Smart. If you Google that, a site will come up where you can have an online version of the book. The chapters you'll be looking at this week are introducing the study of public speaking, understanding and reducing your apprehension. Although we've covered that before, I don't think you can cover that enough. It's always a fearful situation, and until you get really experienced, there's some anxiety involved with public speaking. And then building your first speech. There's an example of a speech that's posted. What you're going to be doing this week is a discussion board. When you do the discussion board, this is your chance to interact with one another. The other assignments that are assignments are just for me to see. So your speeches you'll share with one another in your discussion boards, but the writing assignments are done for me, and the critiques are done for me. So in the discussion board, it says, please prepare 4 slides to upload as a voice thread on the topic of an excellent spontaneous speech that you gave or watched someone deliver. Read all of your course mates post and respond to three of them. So in this type of a speech, a spontaneous speech is when maybe you're at a dinner or a barbecue or family event and someone just starts telling a story and it's just really the most entertaining little tale and a good speech. It's very natural and it's just comes off without a charm. I mean, just perfect without any. It comes off in a very charming way without any problems. It just comes out very well. Maybe you're in a work situation having at the lunch break and someone tells a story or a joke or an experience and it's just very interesting and amusing. That's what you're going to talk about. Now, I will be posting, as soon as I finish this talk, a YouTube on how to do VoiceThread. But if VoiceThread isn't your thing, if you feel like you'd rather just post a PowerPoint, that is okay because VoiceThread offers their services for free. But once you've posted, I believe it is 6 VoiceThreads, you cannot post anymore. So in that case, you can just post to YouTube. That will be fine into the discussion board because I don't want you to have to pay for that program, the VoiceThread. So it's fine to do a PowerPoint. Then you will be preparing for your first speech. And what I've done is listed several topics. So you should do some online research on these topics and pick one that you want to speak on. If you have another one that you'd rather use instead, just let me know, and that will be fine as well. If it's a topic that is slightly different than what we have up there, I want to allow that freedom. Then I've posted several speeches. You're going to pick one and critique it. And when you go into that assignment, you will see a rubric to help you critique it. You can look for those things on the rubric, but this rubric is for your benefit, but you may also find other little things you want to mention in your critique. Then you have a writing assignment about the chapters, and I've actually reduced that. The syllabus said 1,000 words. I've made it 500 because I just don't want you to be too overburdened because there's so many different things to do this week. Also, you will record a brief 3 or 4 minute YouTube speech of yourself, and you can share a childhood memory or a funny story about something that's taken place that you would like to share with the class. So that's what's going on this week. Each week I'll either come on YouTube or I'll write notes from the professor to update you as to what's going on. If you ever have questions, send me an email. You know, all my emails come straight to my phone, and I usually respond very quickly. If I'm busy at a conference or involved in a family activity, it might be a few hours, but never longer than 12 hours, and usually within the hour. So do feel free to get in touch should you need any help. I love to pray for my students. If you have any prayer needs, send me an email and I will pray for you or give me a call. God bless. Have a good week.